Guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I kind of just want to talk about marijuana addiction and how it's kind of impacted my life. There's a lot of things that impacted in my life. Like, it made me lose my relationships with my parents. Um, but it wasn't just the marijuana. It was also the fact that the marijuana also helped me see the fact that how toxic of a relationship it was between me and my father. Even looking back at it, I don't think I would do anything different. Even though, I admit it. Like, I'm addicted to marijuana, I guess. But sure, whatever. I'm addicted to to marijuana, but it's not such a strong addiction though. Um, it's not like I would kill someone for marijuana, or it's not like I would sell my TV for marijuana, or I would sell my phone for marijuana. So I guess, there's levels to addiction for sure. There's 100%. There's levels to everything in life, right? There's levels to crime, there's levels to addiction, there's levels to job, there's levels to tax brackets. And my addiction, I would say, from a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a little bit bigger than mild, so maybe like a 6 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10. But it's an addiction that I can definitely conquer. But it definitely made me lose all of my relationships with my parents. Like, I got kicked out of my dad's house because of marijuana. I lost relationships with my mother because of marijuana. I lost relationships with my sisters because of marijuana. I lost relationships with my girlfriend because of marijuana. I lost all of my relationships because of marijuana, but also because I saw those people for what they were, pieces of shit. So, losing those relationships might have been the best thing in my life. So, I mean, even though marijuana addiction is real, and even if whatever you do, if you take too much of it, it's going to be bad for you. But it's definitely not a very strong drug, like if you take heroin, for example. Or but what has been my experience with marijuana? It definitely makes you feel happy for the moment. It makes you feel very, very excited. Small things will be very, very exciting for you. You're gonna be very excited by everything. Like, everything's just gonna seem very nice to you. If you take your clothes off and you look at yourself in the shower, you look amazing. If you look at yourself in the mirror, you look amazing. Like, you're like, oh my god, I look so good. Everything looks better. Everything looks amazing, and it feels amazing, right? But when it's in the moment, you feel amazing, and then you eat a lot of food. You tend to definitely overeat, and I definitely have gained some weight because of marijuana, and that has definitely contributed to my weight gain. It truly has contributed to my weight gain. But um, you know, it did contribute to my weight gain for sure. But it's something that I have definitely kept under wraps for sure. But my experience with marijuana definitely has been more of a roller coaster ride. It's been an up and down relationship, and there's gonna be times when you are craving it so much that you may do something that you regret. Like, you instead of paying that bill, your phone bill, you end up spending it on marijuana, and then your phone and then your internet gets shut off. Or it's so many, just a lot of different things. An addiction is only an addiction when it impacts your life, and it impacts your life in a negative way, be it financial, ruining your relationships, personal relationships. But to be honest, my relationships with my family, I don't give a fuck about them. I don't care about them. I don't care if they live or die. And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Like, and I know they're gonna watch this video and they're gonna be mad about it, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Let them be mad. Like, they can be mad about whatever they want, man. But Marijuana addiction is definitely real. And then when you get off the marijuana, you feel very moody, irritable, over small things. You definitely have more mood swings. But in my opinion, it does make me a little bit more irritable, for sure. Small things tend to tick me off. Like I'm listening to a song, I'm like, oh, this song sucks, change it. Oh, this song sucks. And then no TV show is ever good for you. When you're watching something and then you tend to just scroll through Netflix for like 1 hour trying to find a TV show that's good enough for you to not waste your high on. Like you don't want to waste your high. You're like, oh, I don't want to waste my high on this TV show. It's not good enough. Let me watch this other one. And then you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And then eventually you find yourself just scrolling through Netflix trying to find a good TV show to watch. So that's another thing. It makes you overanalyze situations very much. It makes you very paranoid. But that's with that's only with overuse. When you overuse it and you abuse it. If you abuse marijuana, then of course you're gonna have short term memory loss. But I've only been smoking for how long? Like 2 years? Has it been 2 years now? It's been 2 years. But the first year, I didn't really smoke that much at all. Now, in this period of my life, this is the most this is the time that I'm smoking the most marijuana. There have been times where I've smoked 1.5 grams in a day. There have been times where I smoked 2 grams a day. Not every day, but there have been times where I smoked 2 grams in one day. I mean, at the beginning, it's you start with conservative amounts, but the thing is, the problem is that you start to you don't feel the high as much as anymore. Like your tolerance goes up, and you need more marijuana to satisfy you're chasing the high. You're continuously chasing a high, and that's just something. It's a fruitless endeavor because you're constantly chasing that high and constantly chasing that high, but you're never gonna get the same high that you got when you first started, and you're gonna keep chasing that high, keep chasing that high, keep chasing that high, but eventually you realize that high is you're never gonna have the same high that you had. And that's why people go on tolerance breaks and stuff like that. But this has been my experience with marijuana. It's been both negative and good. It's been a bit of both. To be honest, a lot of people say that marijuana is a gateway drug and blah blah blah. I think that's bullshit. It's only what you make it, really, to be honest.